Is it true that that there will be a PG-rated version of the show?
You know what? I thought there would be. I had convinced myself I got it in my contract, and Netflix was like, "No, you don't. What do you mean?" I was like, "Surely I do." They're like, "No, you don't, girl." So no, it's just going to be me fast-forwarding, I think, unfortunately. But yeah.
Or self-editing.
Yeah, exactly. I'd be like, "Oh, this episode's only like 20 minutes long. Sorry." I think it's a really beautiful season. It was so beautifully written. I think as an actor, when you get a script like that, you go, okay, a lot of my work is done because it's great. I just need to not mess it up. And I've watched it now, and I'm so proud of it because it's just got everything that people love about this show. It's so joyful. It's so romantic. It's very suspenseful. It's really funny. I couldn't be prouder. I'm excited for people to get to finally see it.
Yeah, I think people do really resonate with this story, and I guess it's for all sorts of reasons for this show. It's for, representation. People see themselves in these roles, and actually, I always think that as much as we feel really far removed from that time and how romantic it is, in actual fact, they're going through all things that people experience now, like all the current themes that we experience, which is like heartbreak and friendship and love and romance and sexuality, and it really feels like that's where people resonate with the show and they see themselves in those characters, but also it has the element of fantasy. It's just like the perfect combination of both. So yeah, it's special. They go through a difficult journey this year. It's certainly not plain sailing, and we've really there's a lot of difficulties until they get to a place where they're content and happy. But I think the writing this year is just so beautifully done. There's so many obstacles in the way, which as an actor is just so fun to play. It just gives us so much range, so many different themes we get to explore. So yeah, I can't wait to share it.
So the green, gives like color behind it.
We're growing a world here, and I think as seasons go on, you get to know these characters better and better, and we want to make sure that you're invested in everybody as we move forward. I also think, it's been fun to sort of play with the books and the magic that they are, not necessarily follow the scene order, but really follow the characters and the way that they're taking us. I was stunned. I mean, I knew I loved it and I knew I would watch it. I mean, from the books out beyond, I knew it was something great, but to see everybody embrace it so much has been really gratifying and really wonderful.
Why 2 parts to this season 3?
You have to ask Netflix that. It was their idea, and we are wonderful partners.
Yeah, I think Eloise is quite close to the audience as a character, so I think a lot of people would probably be able to relate to her. Eloise, Shondaland are very good at sort of artfully peppering it throughout the script. There's a load of characters, not just Eloise, that sort of struggle with the system of the patriarchy and all of those things. I just think Eloise sort of holds a megaphone up against her mouth, and we sort of just hear her a bit more than the others. But I'm glad people can relate to her. Yeah, I love her.
2 very exciting shows, right? And just finally, have you managed to see any of the episodes?
Yeah, it feels really good. Yeah, I mean it's salacious, but it's delicious, So I'm quite pleased to be the character that comes in and shakes things up. I think that's what is the most exciting thing about being part of this season. Is he really makes an impact, so I can't wait for everyone to see it.
Well, at the end of Queen Charlotte, we left her sort of very much wanting to embrace life again. She'd watched 2 of her children marry for love, and I think that was a bit like having a mirror held up to her and realising just how much of a void the absence of Edmund had left, and she was ready to embrace life and dip her toe in that water. So it's kind of nice to flirt. That's all I'll say. It's nice to flirt.